Hey guys, Martin King, your Process Chiller Pro. This week we're going to be covering algae in a process chiller loop. If you recall, last week we covered rust. We figured out what causes it, what to do about it. And this week we're going to do the same thing for algae. Now in general, on a process chiller loop, when you do an inspection, you should see clear fluid. Now the only exception to that would be if you're running glycol, because some glycol manufacturers will put a dye in their glycol. And that's totally normal. What you're looking for is anomalies. And the thing about the discoloration of process fluid is it tends to have a very long fuse, meaning it's there, but if it's not detected and noticed and addressed, eventually it will turn into an expensive process chiller failure, as well as potential damage to the chiller and whatever that the process chiller is cooling. So it's super important. My goal, whether you're a technician or an end user who's in charge of doing maintenance on your own equipment, is to make it possible for you to identify what's normal and what's not, and make sure that you know enough about it to take action before it turns into a real problem for your system. Checking out our podcast on one of the social platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook, all you have to do is check out in this post, you'll see a link that will also take you over directly to this week's episode. If you could do me a favor, and I know you've probably been asked this 1,000,001 times, if you like our content, in other words, you've checked it out before or you like this type of content, before you make your jump from one of the social platforms, consider clicking the like button. Again, I know you've been asked that a lot, but it's super helpful to us. It tweaks the algorithm a little bit, and it helps get the word out about our podcast to more and more people. So if you could do that before you make the jump and hit the link in this post, I'd really appreciate it.